Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video, and I want to talk a little bit about your twin flame journey. As always, today is the topic connection, because I think we can boil down everything to this term connection, right? It's really all about connection. It's about connection to yourself, about connection to the divine, and of course also to the connection to your twin flame. And what you have probably very much on your mind is the connection to your twin flame, and that everything is showing up there, right? So basically what's showing up when your twin flame is not in the picture, when you're like not in a committed relationship with your twin flame, or when you're maybe not seeing your twin flame or not hearing much from your twin flame, then that's a clear sign that you are like not connected with yourself, because your twin flame is yourself. Your twin flame is you, right? And your twin flame is relating to you in the same way that you are relating to yourself. So it's very simple, it's very easy, but of course at the same time very complex, right? Because we cannot help to connect and to relate to ourselves the way that we do, and even if we want to be connected to ourselves, we cannot like change everything in an instant. We have to walk the path and discover everything and learn how to transform the blocks that are keeping us from connecting on a deeper level. So everything is really like relating to you in the way that you are relating to yourself. Everything. So that's something that is very important to understand, that the world revolves around you. It's really your universe, and the world is like showing you everything, the way you relate to yourself, the things that are blocking you, your traumas, your past life issues, the patterns in your family and ancestry. So everything, all the things that are stored in your field, it's huge, right? It's very complex. There is a lot of information, but not every information is like relevant along the journey. What's really interesting are the parts that are blocking, right? And we call it healing, right? We call this energetic process to clear the blocks healing, so that we are able then to be in our essence, who we truly are. And this means fully connected, right? So there's no separation consciousness there anymore, but we are like connected. And the thing is that when we want to connect, then basically we have to be able to feel, to relate to ourselves with our feelings, right? To feel in. And when it comes to feelings, we often avoid a lot, right? Maybe we want to connect on the outside with our twin, for example. But what I discovered at some point is that sometimes, maybe this is the same for you, there is this thing that we don't really want connection at the deep down. We don't want connection. So we feel we want to connect with this other person, but really we're afraid of a deeper level of connection, which means that we would have to really open up and connect truly, right? And that's something that we've never learned to connect on that deep level. We've never done this before. We don't really know how it feels, because obviously everything that we have learned about love is not really real love, is not true love, is not unconditional love. So yeah, it's there is a lot of hurt, right, connected to love. Love hurts in many ways. Connection hurts in many ways. So we have like learned things in relation to connecting to the world, to connecting to other people. First and foremost, connecting to our parents or our primary caretakers that are very unhealthy. And those things were necessary because we had to survive, right? We were dependent on other people as children. But now we're adults, and then we all of a sudden cannot go back to this knowledge that we had before we came into our bodies, and maybe also when we were a little child for some of us. We cannot remember. And our twin flame comes into our lives, and this person is remembering us, reminding us of all those things why we are here, what we truly want, right? We want to build a beautiful world. We want to connect. That's basically what we want. Everyone wants that. Everyone wants true connection. But how? How are we getting there? And that's by connecting to ourselves. And then everything around us is relating to us in this beautiful way that we are relating to ourselves. So, but we have to find those spots where we are not wanting connection, right? Because maybe it's connection means being abandoned. Connection means being hurt. Connection means violence. Connection means whatever it means for you, right? And those things are not only mirrored to us by our twin flame. So you might have something else going on in your life where you get some of your stuff mirrored. And that's also something that we can like work on. That's all related to our twin flame journey. And it's necessary that we find those blocks and clear them, right? And basically unlearn, basically disconnect those things from our true self, from who we truly are at the core. And who are we at the core? We are connected, right? We are connected. Yeah, so that's very, very interesting. It was very interesting for me at that point to find out and to really see, not to see, but to feel that I didn't want connection. Yeah, to wonder why is connection not happening in my life? Well, why I don't want connection. And to connect to myself was very, very uncomfortable. So a lot of issues coming up, and those issues like really being in the cell, they are in the cells, they are in the body, they are in the energy field, they are everywhere, but they are really like it's the body that has stored all of the memories, and that those are uncomfortable feelings that we actually want to avoid. And then we are avoiding all of this and we call it love. That's not what love is, right? Love is then to go inward, to feel in, to connect to those places where we are not loving ourselves, and to clear those things, right? And to fill up, that's also important, to fill up with what we need in all of those places, or what we needed at a certain point in our lives. And there is a whole process, right, to clear and unlearn all of those things. If you're interested to work with me, you find a link in the description box with my services. So that's something that can be done fairly quickly. and this doesn't mean that the whole journey is quick, but it means that we are not losing a lot of time with talking and gathering information, but that I can pinpoint fairly quickly where we need to go, right? And so we get a lot done in a session. That means quickly. Yeah, and this connection part and this relating to ourselves comes a little bit later on the journey sometimes, because we're so busy with looking on the outside what we have to do, and our past lives, and it's all valid, right? Because we have to peel the onion, and there are like layers, and on the first layer there might be totally different things to do, totally different things to learn, and then we go deeper and deeper and deeper, and and then we need to really connect to our deepest wounds, and sometimes those are places where we cannot go just at the beginning of our journey. We have to take the journey to get there, right? There are some hidden places that we do not see at first, and that's also for a reason, right? So that's maybe something that where we need to be patient, right? Because being patient for sure does not mean to just sit there and do nothing. That's certainly not what is meant. And certainly that's also not meant with the term divine timing. Divine timing is basically that the timing is right when you are in the right vibration. And this can be at any time, because it's always now and now and now and now, right? It's only ever now. So it's not, you don't have to wait for another now to be in the vibration and in the alignment with your divine union. You can basically, I also recommend, go there and align with your union, right? That's like an energetic adjustment, and then maybe you will like go down again, but you can always do that to just align with your twin flame union, with your divine union, and then see what comes up, right? There's a lot to say in relation to this. What comes up when you go towards your twin, right? What are you feeling? This has to do with connection, right? To see to what degree you can allow connection, and to just know that if you cannot allow connection, or the other person cannot allow connection, that this is something that you need to look at on the inside. Where am I not allowing connection with myself? That's a beautiful journey to take, and that's why I'm not going there now. I'm leaving it for today, and there are other videos coming. Stay tuned for those. I thank you so much for joining me here. Wish you a beautiful day, and I see you then in the next video. Bye for now. Bye everyone.